the meeting. Start anyway. Okay. All right. So some must have not given me the permission, so they are removed automatically. So 38 are still there. Fine. All right. So we'll once again read the poem and we'll have explanation. Aunt Jennifer's tigers prance across a screen. Bright topaz denizens of world of green, they do not fear the men beneath the tree. They pace in sleek chivalric certainty. Now these are toy tigers. These are the stuffed tigers. These are the soft toys that aunt is making. And aunt is making this soft tiger and they are put up in a panel. They are put up in a rack somewhere. And from that outlet, people can see this. And what kind of creature is tiger? Tiger is a fierce creature, a very, very unafraid creature. Therefore, some qualities of tigers are being expressed over here. Prance across a screen, bright topaz denizens of the world of green. World of green here stands for they are the creatures of jungle. They are the creatures of woods and forest, right? But they are in right now in the panels of ant. They do not fear the men beneath the tree. They pace in sleek chivalric certainty, right? What is the quality of these tigers? What is the quality of tigers as such? They pace, they move around in chivalric certainty, chivalric that is unafraid. They are very, very chivalric as such, and they certainly move in that without any kind of fear, any kind of being afraid of anyone. That is being mentioned. So, what in the first paragraph, first stanza, what is being mentioned is the quality of the tigers, that how they attack, how they kill, how they do the um, how they kill other animals and how they make their living, how they live on such animals by killing animals. These all things are being expressed in the first paragraph. Now, second paragraph, second stanza talks about Aunt Jennifer's fingers fluttering through her wool. Find even the ivory needle hard to pull. Right, ivory is a substance, right, and it's a very hard substance. Needles are made out of this substance, and when she is stitching, when she is weaving, when she is stuffing these tigers, and with the help of ivory needle she is closing them, right, stitching them, what happens, she finds the ivory needle also very, very difficult to pass through the material, right. Aunt Jennifer's tigers fluttering through her wool find even the ivory needle hard to pull. And why she is finding it difficult is not because the material or the substance, wool, or the substance out of which the tigers are made, the substance is very, very hard or something of that sort. Rather, she is finding it difficult because of two reasons. Now, the reason is mentioned in the next two lines. It says the massive weight of uncle's wedding band sits heavily upon Jennifer's hand. So she is having a wedding band. Wedding band here stands for the ring that she is putting on in her finger. The ring is symbolic of band. The ring is symbolic of one more thing, that she is married, and uncle is there. Uncle has put up that ring in her finger. So massive weight of uncle's wedding band sits heavily upon Aunt Jennifer's hand. So massive weight of uncle's wedding band. The weight is not only of the ring, the weight is of the responsibilities that the ring carries, the weight is of the uh, responsibilities of a wedded life, the weight is of the what kind of creature uncle must be. Uncle must be a terrible multiplied by a horrible creature who is beating wife, or who is expecting a lot from the wife, who is, ringmaster, actual ringmaster, and uncle is a ringmaster, and aunt there is the creature in that ring who keeps on dancing on the tune of ringmaster, right. So the massive weight of uncle's wedding band sits heavily upon Aunt Jennifer's hand. When aunt is dead, her terrified hands will lie still ringed with the ordeals she was mastered by. Ordeals, jobs, work, still ringed with ordeals she was mastered by, right. When aunt will be no more, still her tigers will be there, and she will be terrified. Her terrified hands will lie still ringed with the ordeal she was mastered by. What is the symbolism here? Symbolism is this, that she was so much under pressure from the marital life, that she was supposed to do all the jobs before uncle comes back, or uncle is back from office or whatever place he is coming back. And before that she has to complete all the errands that she is supposed to do. And she's so much afraid that even her death will not free her from the fear of uncle. So her hands will still be terrified, and they are ringed with the ordeals that she was mastered by. Who was the master? Uncle. What was the job given to her? What was the job that she had mastered? Making tigers. What is the ordeal given to her? Making tigers, right? And what is that band symbolic of? Band is symbolic of lots of obligations, lots of duties, lots of responsibilities, and lots of such things, that you are a slave and you are supposed to do all these things. You are supposed to carry out all these ordeals because master wants it. The tiger in the panel she made will go on prancing, proud and afraid. The creatures that she created, they are unafraid. But is that true with the ant that is being discussed over here? Once again, I'll read. Aunt Jennifer's tigers prance across a screen, bright topaz denizens of world of green. They do not fear the men beneath the tree. They pace in sleek chivalric certainty. Aunt Jennifer's hands fluttering through her wool find even the ivory needle hard to pull. The massive weight of Uncle's wedding band sits heavily upon Aunt Jennifer's hands. When Aunt is dead, her terrified hands will lie, still ringed with the ordeal she was mastered by. The tiger in the panel that she made will go on prancing, proud and unafraid. That is what the poem says. And let us see, few more things are here. Think it out. How do denizens and chivalric add to our understanding of the tiger's attitude? Why do we think Aunt Jennifer's hands are fluttering through her wool in second stanza? Why is she finding the needle so hard to pull? What is suggested by the image massive weight of Uncle's wedding band? Of what or whom is Aunt Jennifer terrified in the third stanza? What are the ordeals Aunt Jennifer is surrounded by? Why is it significant that the poet uses the word ringed? What are the meanings of the word ringed in the poem? Why do you think Aunt Jennifer created animals that are so different from her own character? What might the poet be suggesting through this difference? Interpret the symbols found in this poem. Do you sympathize with Aunt Jennifer? What is the attitude of the speaker towards Aunt Jennifer? Notice the colors suggested in the poem. Notice the repetitive use of certain words in the poem. That's it. Now we'll see one PPT, small PPT, and let us see what's there. She was American poet, essayist, and feminist. She was called one of the most widely read and influential poets of the second half of the 20th century. She was credited with bringing the oppression of women and lesbians to the forefront of the poetic discourse. First collection of poetry. She famously declined the National Medal of Arts, protesting the vote by House Speaker to end the funding for the National Endowment for Arts. Poem is about Aunt Jennifer Tigers addresses the constraints of married life of that of women experiences. This is a political poem that explores the position of women held in Western society. Very structured poem. Every verse contains exactly 4 lines. Every second line rhymes with the previous line. Sounds like ball of good times, at least some big cat themed excitement. In reality, though, it is a woman whose life has been restricted by a patriarchal, male dominated society in which she lives. The illustrations that bind Aunt Jennifer in life don't bind her in art. Needlework allows her to experience a world of deep green forest and prancing brave tigers that is incredibly different from one that is weighed down by the sadness and strictures of her marriage and her gender. Art is This poem is a kind of freedom accessible to everyone, even disempowered. Imagines that all tigers will continue prancing after Aunt Jennifer's death, and thus Aunt Jennifer will be able to live on through her art. Summary: First stanza opens with Aunt Jennifer's visual tapestry of tigers who are fearless of their environment. Bright topaz denizens of world of green evoke an image that these regal tigers are unafraid of others being in the jungle. Bright here signifies their powerful and radiant persons persona. There is a sense of certainty and confidence in the way these tigers move and can be seen in the line they pace in sleek chivalric certainty. Aunt Jennifer's fingers fluttering through her wool find even the lovely ivory needle hard to pull. The massive weight of Uncle's wedding band sits heavily upon Aunt Jennifer's hands. The second stanza, the reality of Aunt Jennifer is revealed as she is feeble, weak, enslaved, very much the opposite of tiger she was knitting. Her physical and mental trauma is depicted in the line find find even the ivory needle hard to pull. Even though a wedding ring does not weigh much, the massive weight of Uncle's wedding band sits heavily upon Aunt Jennifer's hand, signifies the amount of dominance of her husband exercised over her. This also means the inner free spirit has been jailed by the patriarchal society. When the aunt is dead, her terrified hands will lie, still ringed with ordeals she was mastered by. The tigers in the panel that she made will go on prancing proud and afraid. Last stanza starts on creepy note about the Aunt Jennifer's death. Even her death couldn't free her from the ordeal she went through, which can be seen in. When Aunt is dead, her terrified hands will lie, still ringed with the ordeal she was mastered by. But her artwork, which which was her escape route, or in a way, her inner sense of freedom will stay forever proud and unafraid. It illustrates feminist concern. The male dominant world, women of her time was only supposed to be a dutiful homemaker. This poem thought the world of Aunt Jennifer tells us about her inner desire to free herself from the clutches of abusive marriage and patriarchal society. There are some word meanings that you can always refer to a dictionary. Alliteration: fingers fluttering, prancing, proud, chivalric certainty, way, weight of wedding band, metaphor ringed with ordeals. Even death would not free her, as the wedding band, a symbol of oppression, would yet be there on her figure. Visual imagery, bright topaz denizens. Irony, it's ironical that Aunt Jennifer's creations, the tigers will continue to pace and prance freely, while Aunt herself will remain terrified even after death, ringed by the ordeal she was controlled by in her married life. Symbols: wedding band, symbol of oppression. Aunt Jennifer, it's a typical victim of male oppression. Tiger symbolize untamed free spirit. These are all symbolisms. Yellow, it connotes the sun and fierce energy. Green reminds one of the spring and vitality. Embroidery, symbol of creative expression. Aunt, last stanza, as opposed to Aunt Jennifer, shows she lost her identity completely, thus lost her name. That's it. Okay. Now I'm coming back to all of you, and let us see if you have any questions. You can type Q in the type. chat section and we'll have the answers. If you have any questions in the chat section, we can have some questions. Mhm. Till so far, no questions. That's good. So one more poem is over. And with this, we continue. We complete the first book. And now we'll start working from today. I'll start working from today. How to assess you on whatever has been taught. That I'll start thinking and I'll start devising something so that you can all be assessed on whatever has been done. That's it. So, all right, it's very quick. We finished it, we completed it. So, Sairam to all of you, we'll have Shanti part. Join your hands, close your eyes. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Sairam.